Hello, welcome to Maths Live. I will introduce the warm-up question, which is from yesterday's lesson, but a lot of you have already answered it. So while I do some shout-outs, if you're just joining and give it a go, it says, can you spot the prime number? And you've got three numbers in beautiful balloons. You've got the number 15, the number 37, and the number 84. And we're working out which one is the prime number. Now, if you weren't in yesterday's lesson, yesterday we learned about prime numbers and that they're only divisible by one and themselves. They don't appear in any other times tables. Can't get my words out this afternoon. They don't appear in any other times table apart from their own times table and the ones. So have a think. Which number is quite lonely and only appears in their own times table? Let's have a look. Oh my gosh, I've got to scroll back a long way. Hello, Sam. Hi, welcome. Hi, Alicia. Susan. Well, hi, Izzy. Welcome. Hi, Kitty in Lincolnshire. Welcome back, Zach in Kent. Hi. Hi, Barney. He's age 5. Hi, Barney. Well, thank you for joining in. Hi, Rufus and Ava. Welcome back. Hi, Leo. Hi to George, 8-10 in I can't get my words out. Blah, blah, blah. George, 8-10 in Somerset. He's got his answer. We've got Zach and Henry. Hello. We've got Oscar. We've got Tobias, Sebastian and Barnabas. Welcome. We've got Noah. Brilliant. And we've got Oscar in Yorkshire. Hi. Right. So which one is the prime number? So what we do is work through the selection and think, right, 15. What times tables does 15 appear in? Well, it appears in the 1s, in the 15s. Does it appear in the 2s? No, because it's not a number. Does it appear in the 3s? So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So that's not a prime number because it's in other times tables. It's in the 3s and the 5s. Okay. Now I'm looking at the other two and I can immediately see that 84 is an even number. And because 84 is an even number, it must be in the 2 times table. So by process of selection, that means that yes, you all said 37 is the prime number. So well done. Hi, Reese. Welcome. I will do some more shout outs in a little bit. Okay, so we've learnt about factors and we've learnt about prime numbers. Woo! So we're actually on to a slightly newer topic and we're going to take the next 3 days to do this. I've never done this before in Maths Live, so you're welcome to join in with this. And we're going to be learning about BODMAS, which I know is a very funny sounding word. And I know some of you, if you were doing this as revision, might have called it BIDMAS, but it means the same thing. Okay, now BODMAS is about when you do calculations, you need to make sure that you do them in a specific order, and it's sort of like, it's like the instructions of doing calculations. So you'll see today, as a starter, what I mean. And we're going to focus on these letters today. D, M, A, and S. Okay? We'll come back to B and O tomorrow. First of all, we need to work out what they stand for. So BODMAS. BODMAS. So it's not just one thing, they all stand for something. B stands for brackets. O stands for orders. D stands for division. M stands for multiplication. A stands for addition, and I'm sure you can guess what S stands for. Subtraction. And it is these 4 that we're going to be focusing on today. So we're not going to be looking at the brackets and the orders. I'll explain more about that tomorrow. Now, you might be thinking, right, well, what does it mean? Why is it BODMAS? What it is meaning is the importance of all these factors. because the D and the M is higher up than the addition and subtraction, it actually means that these two are more important than addition and subtraction. Okay? So let me give you a calculation. Okay? There's three different numbers, two parts to this calculation. And we know we do 4 times 3 first, which is 12. And then we add our 1, which is 13. Yeah? Okay? Let's say we do, I don't know, 24 divided by 4 plus 5. Okay? So what's 24 divided by 4? So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. So that's 6 there. And then we add our 5, and that is 11. Okay? Brilliant. We have followed the order of calculations. So watch carefully here. So I'm going to give you a different calculation now. We're going to do 8 plus 3 times by 2. Okay? So 8 plus 3, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so that's 11. And then times by 2, and that's 22. But that isn't actually correct. But why? Because, you know, in calculating, you go from left to right. But this is where BODMAS is different. We need to learn that in the scientific mathematical world that there are rules to follow. And we know that from different mathematical topics and science. And this is one of those rules. BODMAS is rules. And if you have a calculation that has got either division and multiplication or addition and subtraction in, the division and multiplication is higher up in importance than addition and subtraction. Or addition and subtraction are right at the bottom. They are the least important part of a number sentence. Therefore, we actually don't do it in this order. There is a multiplication part of this sentence. Can you see there is a multiplication sum and there's an addition sum? And because multiplication is more important than addition, it's higher up, we actually have to do this part first. So we do 3 times 2, which is 6, and then we add the 8, which is 14. And can you see that was a completely different number to the other calculation that we do? Because sometimes you might say, oh, it doesn't really matter which way round you do it. It does with BODMAS, because we did 8 plus 3, which was 11, times by 2, which is 22. Completely different answers. Okay. So if I give you another example, let's say I do 100 take away 49 divided by 7. Okay? So immediately we might think, right, we do 100 take away 49, and then your answer you divide by 7. But no, look. Here we've got subtraction, and here we've got division. And division is more important than subtraction. It's higher up. So what we actually have to do is the division part first. So we do 49 divided by 7. So how many 7s are in 49? 7. And then we do the rest of the sum. So you do 100 take away 7, which is 93. Okay. Now I want to make something clear. Division and multiplication are equally as important. So if you've got a sum, let's say it is, oh, it's quite hard to think off the top of my head. Say it is 10 times by 3 divided by 2. 10 times by 3 divided by 2. You could say, well, hang on, the D is higher than the M, so surely you have to do this part first. But no, division and multiplication are equal, so it doesn't. You can do that in order. So you can still do 10 times by 3, which is 30, and then divide it by 2, which is 15. And it's the same with addition and subtraction. Okay, it doesn't matter what order it comes in. Okay, so you could still do, I don't know, 75 take away 3 plus 2. Okay, you do 75 take away 3 and then add the 2 on. Okay, even though addition looks like it's higher up, you would still do 75 take away 3, which is 72, and then plus the 2, which is 74. I don't know why you'd ever get that calculation, really, but it doesn't. You still do it in the order. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so I'm going to give you, I'm actually just going to put the 3 challenge questions up because I think that's a good place to start with. Here they are. So 3 challenge questions are posted at 10 o'clock each morning before the lesson. You can do them at 10 o'clock, you can do them at 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. You can even just do them now. So we have question 1, question 2, and question 3. And question 1 was 7 times 3 plus 2. I'd like to work out the answer for that. Next one is 6 plus 5 times by 3. I want you to work out the answer for that. And the last one is 2 plus 25 divided by 5. And what is the answer to that? Give that a go for me. My jumpers are on point. You know, I love colour. Even my watch is a rainbow. This is a handmade jumper. So you can't get this really in the shops. Oh, well done, everybody. Let's have a look. Scroll back, scroll back, scroll back. Lara, by the way, I've still got that poo in my head. I just started to get the computer ready for Maths Live, and when I move it upstairs, and when I turn it on, Theatre of Science comes up, which is great because normally when I'm getting ready, I watch like what's going on, and as soon as I turned it on, all I saw was this Lara's like very scientific projection of what a poo would look like when it, it did its job coming out of the body, and it was quite a sight. So I'm definitely going to watch that lesson from the beginning. Definitely. Yes, so, sorry, right, back to maths. Some of you are saying yes, we say BODMAS, so that's brilliant. Hi Phoebe, who's 11 years old. Brilliant. I guess some of you are now talking about the poo, yeah. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Why, who made this rule? Oh, I don't, you know what, sometimes I teach things and I need to go back and look at it in a bit more detail. So, Dave Thomas, I'm going to look that up and I'll explain that tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to find out who made that rule. I think it's just one of those rules of the universe that exist and the balance, but I shall be a good teacher and go away and have a look. If you want to too, fantastic. What a great question. Brilliant. Mr. B, what? La, the B and an O, come back tomorrow. We'll find out what that means is. Brilliant. B-O, like poo. Anyway, sorry. I loved it. It looked great. Right, question 1. The D, the M, the A, and the S. Now, can you see the multiplication is already ahead of the addition? So we're fine. We can just do this sum as normal. 7 times 3 is 21. Plus the 2 is 23. So we're fine to do that in the same order. Now it's the next one. Can you see there's multiplication and there is addition? And multiplication comes before addition in the rules. So we've actually got to do the 5 times 3 bit first, which is 15. And then we add the 6. So it's 21. What I'm actually going to do is put those in different colours. That might be a bit more helpful. Okay. And then the last one, we've got addition and we've got division. And division comes before addition. Okay, do you remember these two are grouped together? And these two are grouped together. Okay, so we do the 25 divided by 5 bit first, which is 5. and then we add on the 2, so that is 7. Well done if you got that. Don't worry if you didn't, because you might be learning this for the first time. Special hello to Elsa if she's watching. She knows who she is. Okay, so let's try some more, shall we? Let's do 97 take away 6 times 3. That's your first question. And question 2, I'm going to give you 100 divided by 4 plus 8. Give that a go. Oh. Oh, hang on, someone's finally I get. Oh, Laura's told us Achilles. Oh my gosh, I can't pronounce that. Achilles Roosevelt invented BODMAS. What a great name, Achilles Roosevelt. Oh right, I'm gonna research this person later on. Thank you, Laura. Amazing. No one invented it. He just implemented it. Oh, so he just said, "This is the rule. Everyone follow it." Okay. Well, I suppose things come, that rules come up with from different people. Like remember, everyone thought the world was flat, and then we discovered that it wasn't, and so everything evolves. Maths and science evolves constantly. It was only a few years ago that they decided that Pluto wasn't a planet; it was actually a dwarf planet, and someone decided that. Okay, so if Achilles wants to bring in BODMAS, good for him. Great. I'm just here to talk to theatre of science. Hello, Holly, not English. It's like a mashup here. We've got Lara, we've got theatre of science, we've got English and Holly, we've got Steph. No pressure, Steph, doing the lesson. Right. Okay. Achilles. I'm actually genuinely excited to go and research that later. Just the mathematician in me. Right, 97 take away 6 times 3. We've got subtraction here, and we've got multiplication. Multiplication comes before subtraction. It's more important. Poor subtraction right at the bottom. We have to leave that, yeah? So we do 6 times 3. So 6 times 3 is 18. And then we do 97 take away 18. So that's 79. The answer is 79. And again, if we did it a completely different way, watch what would happen if we didn't use Achilles' method. If we did 97, take away 6, that would be 91. And if we times that by 3, that's a completely different number. 79 and 273, completely different. So that shows where we really need to stick to the order. I've had so many year 6 and year 7s in the past go, oh, it doesn't matter. I'm like, it does. Now, the bottom one, we've got division and we've got addition. Okay, well, division and addition, it's actually already in the right order. It's great. We don't need to chop and change anything. So we do 100 divided by 4, and that's 25. And then we add on our 8, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. There we go. What time is it? Oh, we've got time for 2 more. It is going to be a shorter lesson because we're only doing D, M, A and S. Whereas tomorrow we're going to be doing all BODMAS. We're going to be using all of the letters. And on Friday it's going to be a whole mashup of lots of different calculations. Okay. So here's your last 2 questions. Ready? Last 2 questions where we stretch our arms, click our elbows, wiggle our fingers. It's question 1 and question 2. Let's see, how mean can I be? I'm going to give you 84 take away 7 times 3 plus 2. And for the last one, I'm going to give you 100 times by 2 plus 8 divided by 4. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. Oh my goodness, he's all agreed to me. That is an English quote, yeah. That just means, if some people don't know, that means when they're not sure about something. Because Greek maths, a lot of maths comes from Greek, yeah. What are we doing? I've only just joined. Hi, Rihanna. We are learning about BODMAS. Don't worry, if you're not sure, you can repeat the lesson and we're carrying on with BODMAS tomorrow, so not a problem. Welcome still. Okay. Well done on your answers, fantastic. Well done, Aishi, but brilliant. Brilliant. Amazing. All got some answers? Steph, why do you call it BODMAS and others call it BIDMAS? I call it BODMAS, but my sister calls it BIDMAS and says that's right. You're both right. It's because, tomorrow I'll tell you, basically in BODMAS, the O stands for orders, and in BIDMAS, the I stands for indices, but orders and indices are the same thing. They're just two different posh, mathematical, wonderful words meaning the same thing. So you're both right, BODMAS, BIDMAS. Okay, it's interesting you and your sister have been taught differently. I don't know, one's at a different school, one's all older or younger than the other, so both exactly the same. Great question. Lovely question. Oh, look at Lara. Lara's like, yeah, I'm teaching everyone. Right, so I've got lots of answers. Let's go through it. So those of you who just joined me, I know. Okay, what we're learning about is that Achilles, that Lara's told us about, he decided that there's a certain order that we need to do calculations in. And if you're given a calculation like this, you can't just work from left to right, because in BODMAS, this means division. This means, it's really hard writing sideways. This means multiplication. I've got to change colour now. If I did it in red, I've got to carry on. This means addition, and this means subtraction. And basically because the D and the M come before the A and the S, they are more important. So poor addition and subtraction are right at the bottom of the calculation scale. So if we look at this calculation, we've got subtraction, multiplication, and addition. We've got 3 this time. So subtraction, right at the bottom. Multiplication, right, we have to do this part first, because multiplication is more important than addition and subtraction. So 7 times 3 is 21. Now, when you get to longer sums like this, I really like to actually write it out again. So it's now 84, take away, we've done the 21 bit, and then we add the 2. Now, addition and subtraction are equal, so from now on, we just complete the calculation from left to right. So 84, take away 21 is 63, and then if we add the 2, 65. Anyone get 65? Let's have a look. Brilliant. Hi Elsa, hello. Yes, Hannah, well done. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Well done. So don't worry if you just joined in and you're thinking, what? If you catch up, you'll get it. And then this one, we've got multiplication, addition, and division. Okay, now unfortunately, this addition bit it has to be ignored for a bit. We need to do the multiplication and the division parts first, and we ignore this. So 100 times by 2 is 200. 8 divided by 4 is 2. And then we can now put our addition sign in, and 100 plus 2 is 202. So if you've not learned this before, you might be thinking, what? But that's the joy of learning something new, okay? So tomorrow, we're going to carry on with BODMAS. The start of the lesson, I'm going to focus on what the B part and the O part means. And I'm going to give you some sums that are focusing mainly on that. Then we'll start to tread just carefully in using all 6 of them. And then on Friday, it's going to be one big mashup of using all the different parts. I just want to clarify, I just want to make a correction from yesterday's lesson. Thank you to the parent that brought this up. Because I said that if you're calculating, if you're trying to find a prime number, and it's a big, big number, say if it is, I don't know, 79, and obviously that could be beyond a lot of our times tables, the easiest way to do it is to try and divide it by 3, 4, or 7, okay? And if it's in any of those times tables, it's obviously not a prime number. But I forgot to say this only applies to numbers up to 100. So that you can only do this in numbers up to 100. If you start going up more, other times tables start getting involved, the 11s, the 13s, okay? So that rule only applies to numbers up to 100. So thank you to the parent that brought that up. I didn't clarify that in all my excitement of prime numbers from yesterday. Right, it's time for me to go. I can hear the battery's dying on my iPad. I'm going to put a challenge question up related to today's BODMAS lesson, and I'll be back tomorrow for BODMAS lesson 2. Special bye-bye to Lara and Holly, so I'm having a brain freeze, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.